I'm John King and I'm a senior CPSA shooting coach. Scarily, I have to tell you, I've been shooting a shotgun at moving targets for 55 years. To fully understand why people like shooting clay pigeons, you actually have to do it. And to put it into words is very difficult. But it is, of course, outdoors. It is something you can do at any level. Its great beauty is it can be done at any age, it can be done by either gender, and physique and stature has no bearing on how good you're going to be at it. My coaching style, well, it's obviously developed over a long period of time, and it's now what's called inner game coaching. In other words, I'm much more interested in what is happening inside people's heads than what's actually happening with their hands. And as an inner game coach, what I have to do, and I have to do it very quickly, I have to strike a rapport with my pupils, and they're of course all different. And I have to get on their wavelength very, very quickly so that I can get them to get their hands doing the right thing. I absolutely love coaching. I've been doing it a long time. The buzz I get when my pupil, particularly the beginner pupils, the buzz I get when they hit the first clay, I'm convinced is a greater buzz than they get themselves. It really is such a satisfying thing to do. And I meet so many different people, and there is something very, very special about helping people to relax and getting them to achieve success. It really is a great thing to do. Welcome, folks. I'm John King.
Hi,
you must be Zoe.
Yes.
I'm actually Zoe. No, Ewan. Hello.
Zoe's far better looking.
Oh, I know
than you.
that. I know.
Well, today I'm here to learn how to clay pigeon shoot, which I'm very nervous about because I've never done anything like this at all. So I've got everything to learn. So it is exciting learning a new skill, but will I be able to actually get the skill and do it right? Well, we'll have to wait and see. I know that Ewan, being a sportsman, is very competitive.
I'm mega competitive. I'm going to have to hold that into check because, as I said, if things start to go wrong, I don't like it. So I'm just going to have to listen and be instructed well. And I guarantee that, I'll definitely finish this opportunity better than I started. I want to be better than Zoe at this.
I've never done any type of shooting before, so I'm not really sure what my aim is like. I don't have a clue. I could be absolutely rubbish. I could be absolutely brilliant. Let's just hope that I'm brilliant.
I've tried clay pigeon shooting once, and I confess I threw my toys out the pram because my mates were all better than me, and I wasn't very good. And I don't like that, so I'm honestly pretty novice, not very good at all.
The whole challenge of learning how to clay pigeon shoot is in itself just a massive challenge because I'm starting from scratch. I don't have a clue. I don't have any friends that have done it, so I haven't even spoken to anyone about it. I literally know nothing. So it's all very exciting starting from scratch. But yeah, I think the whole day is just going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to really concentrate and take in as much as I can because it's a case of it's a very fast track learning process. And who knows, by the end of today, maybe I will be able to do it, maybe I won't. We'll just have to wait and see.
I think it's going to be quite hard work, but also learning a new skill. I'm looking forward to it. So not scared, excited.
Already?
Great, yeah,
Let's
I can't
go and
wait.
show you where it all happens. Good to see you both.
And
Thank
you.
you.
And you got a perfect day for it.
Lovely.
We can't wait.
Well, if we can start a little bit of reassurance. First of all, you, Zoe, may have heard stories about shooting a shotgun's fun, but it's a bit painful here. That won't be your experience here, and it won't be your experience. The guns you're actually going to use are going to be recoil reduced. We'll have a nice smaller one for you, and we'll have one that fits you. And
I want a proper Arnold Schwarzenegger, big.
I promise you, Ewan, your manhood will be safe here.
Nice.
I promise you, we'll look after you. It could be that you might even be as good as Zoe if you really try hard.
You'd have to
I don't know about that.
try.
We'll see.
But there's no pressure. Some little bits of kit just to keep you nice and safe. Firstly, the glasses. These have special lenses that protect our eyes from falling piece of clay. You see I'm wearing a hat and it's got a stiff peak. I'm offering you the same They're not compulsory, but it's a really good idea to wear them, because when you're blatting the clays out of the sky, the bits are falling down and you want to protect your head and the front of your face. So I would suggest you try them. Earmuffs, they are adjustable. Do strongly recommend you use these, and they actually go over your hat, band near the front of your head, and they fit very tight. And we need that earpiece to go right over the ear, because it actually protects you just there, and that's the thing that protects your hearing. And they're nice and light and nice and comfortable. You see, I'm wearing a shooting vest, and we're going to give you the same that will make you nice and comfy here. You first, Zoe. Let's see how this fits. That's great. Lovely.
Perfect.
Nice and comfy.
Look the part.
Oh, absolutely. And most important, in here, there is special gel padding, which is, in addition to all the other things to make you comfy, that will keep your shoulder nice and comfy during the shooting.
Excellent, and well protected then.
Absolutely.
Excellent,
Totally
thank you.
protected. And Ewan?
Yes. Oh look, I've got a
You've got a
Wow,
like a string vest.
That's a bit sexy at the back, a bit see-through.
Well, that's why we didn't give you one, Zoe. Okay, and you've actually got the same padding in there to keep your shoulder nice and comfortable, in addition to the things that we've done to the guns. So you've got shooting vest, you want your glasses, you want your earmuffs and your hats. We'll go and pick up some guns and we'll go and shoot.
Lovely.
Great.
Nice one.
Let's go. I just want to check for your eye dominance. I'm sure you know most people have one eye stronger than the other, and it doesn't affect anything we do except shotgun shooting. If our shotgun is going to be held in the right shoulder, we need this eye in control. But about 40% of males and about 90% of females, it's the wrong way around. If that's the case, the easiest solution is to shut it. There are all sorts of static tests, none of which I believe, because I think they're all fallible. The only test I believe is when I see someone pointing at a moving target. So what I'm going to do is call you forward, and as right-handers, what you're going to be doing is pointing your left hand. So just come and stand about here. And when you see that target appear, you can do it at the same time, you. Yeah, that's it. All you're going to do is to be ready with your left forefinger and point at it. And keep both eyes open. Are you ready? Okay, here comes the first one. Point at it, at it, at it. Okay, you had both eyes open, Ewan?
Yep.
Okay, you are left eye dominant. Your left eye is much stronger than your right eye.
Okay.
And don't worry about that, because we have a solution. Let's just have a look at you, Zoe, both eyes open.
I'm nearly sure I'm left eye dominant.
Okay, but you want the clay sat right there.
Yeah.
So there is no doubt you're going to make that picture. Okay?
Right,
Let's have a look. Both eyes open. Well, you could be the one in 10 females.
You're a special girl.
Oh, I knew I was special.
There you go. I'm just going to check and do that once more. Both eyes open and the clay just there, okay? Here we go. Okay. If you needed to shut your left eye, can you shut it?
Yeah.
And that's hard, isn't it?
No, I mean, I can shut up.
Go on.
Was there an easier option
Yeah,
here?
no. Okay, yeah, there's an easier option. Okay, take a seat and we're going to give you both the easy option, take away any doubt.
Great.
Here we've got safety glasses like you're wearing, and you notice the left lens is diffused. It will let light in so the muscles of the eye feel comfy, but only your right eye can focus on the target. I'm going to give you them to wear. Can make you feel a little bit odd, but you'll soon get used to it.
Thank you.
There you go. Just try them.
Whoa, very odd. It's like a split personality.
Well, it obviously suits you.
Thanks. But what I'm confused at, I thought you said my left eye was dominant. So does
Correct.
that mean my left eye is strong, so I should look through it?
No.
You're saying the opposite, right?
No.
It overtakes everything.
Absolutely.
Right.
When
It's
we've got the
strange.
gun in the right shoulder, I'll just simulate that. The end of my finger represents the shotgun.
Yep.
if I'm left eye dominant, watch what happens. I'll simulate it by closing my left eye. You see how it pulled my hand across my body? Well, that will happen to you when you're shooting if we let your left eye be in control. So when you think you're pointing at that clay, moving right to left, you'll actually be pointing in front of it. Now only your right eye can focus on the target, so now the gun will be shooting where it needs to shoot. Okay? I know you won't be surprised. The first thing I'm going to do is to talk about safe handling and shotguns. And there's one very, very simple golden rule. Here are guns in their bags, which we call slips. When I take the guns out, I'm going to do it in a way that assumes they might be loaded. So, taking the gun, taking the barrel end down, keeping the barrels pointing away. The stock appears. Note I've kept my finger away from the trigger. I use that top lever and I open it. Now everybody's nice and relaxed and happy because they can see the gun is empty. So let's do that again. Barrels to a safe place. The stock appears. I've kept my hand away from the trigger. I use that top lever and I open it.
It's a nice looking gun.
I'm glad you like the look of it, Ewan, because this is the one that you're going to use. And this smaller one, Zoe, is the one you're going to use. And note when I picked them up, I automatically kept the barrels away from you and I used this top lever. I'll show you more closely. I used my body as a rest. I push the top lever to the right and I open it. And that's the golden rule of safety. If I ask you to pick a gun up, please open it. Now a little more. The safety catch, this thing here. Because these are clay shooting guns, the safety catch is manual. It can be put on and off any time. And the way we use them is we have the safety catch off and it stays off. That means whenever the gun is closed, it's actually live. So you keep your finger there, rest the gun against your body, you drop the cartridge in, don't worry, I'll be showing you again, and to close the gun, you push it away from you hard. A couple more things on safety. The gun only points at that clay target. The clay target that you saw is the target you're going to shoot, and that's all the gun will point at. When you've got the gun closed, to make it gun comfy here, you lift the front end up, bring the whole butt and you lock it tight there. So that butt sits in the shoulder pocket, the hand right round the grip, and you'll hear me say lock. That means the gun is tight in the cheek. Now a few minutes ago I got you to point at that target, and that's actually how we use the shotgun. That little bead on the end, not a sight, that's treated just like the end of your finger. So, as right-handers, you'd be holding the gun like that. That's a nice loose hold. This is a nice tight power grip. For your comfort, we've got the pads in here. We've also done things to the gun to make them nice and comfy to shoot. This is a 28 gauge, a small caliber. Nice and comfy, not too much explosive in the cartridge. This pad, a special substance, absorbs 30% of the recoil. Another pad here, which takes the shock wave out of the cheek, so you can hold it really tight and it's nice and comfy. And there's also some lead in there to put weight behind the action. When you're firing the gun, having fired the first shot, bang, your movements are finger off the trigger, gun down to there, cant it over and open it. Now the cartridge you fired will eject. Don't worry where it goes. Should it happen to hit you, it won't hurt you. It's not hot like a bullet case, and you'll see me try and catch it anyway. But don't worry about anything. The final thing, if anything distracts you, You may have said pull to get the clay to fly. You don't feel comfortable. You're distracted by a noise. Don't feel because you've asked for the clay you must shoot. If you feel distracted, you take your finger off the trigger, you bring the gun down like I showed you, and you open it. So we're now ready to shoot this clay. Now it's important that we all have our earmuffs on, and we keep them on now whilst we're shooting. So nice and comfy with the glasses, comfy with the earmuffs. Zoe, you're going to shoot a 28 gauge, and Ewan, you're going to shoot a 20 gauge.
Oh,
Does that mean she's got a 0.8 more chance of hitting than me?
It means that Zoe's cartridges come out of a smaller diameter, so the spread is a little narrower.
Oh,
so it means that when she's hitting the clay, she's doing exceptionally well.
oh, so you've made it harder for me.
Yeah, but
you
I
don't
just,
like me.
I just feel that you've got lots of natural ability.
Oh, great. So I'm a duffer.
That remains to be seen, Ewan, but I'm sure you're going to be okay. Because there are two different calibers of cartridges here, people who do what I do, we're quite paranoid about mixing them on our purpose. I'll show you why in a moment. So I'm going to give you the cartridges straight away. Now a right-hander should load from her or his left pocket. So in that left-hand pocket of the vest, we're going to give you a few cartridges because it's the left hand that loads for the right-hander. You'll see your cartridges are slightly bigger.
I think that's cheating.
They're the 20 gauge. And again, you're going to put them in your left-hand pocket.
Lovely.
Okay. I mentioned our worry about mixing calibers, and I'll show you why that is.
So not much difference, is it?
No, I think mine's definitely the better
Feminine.
Right, now the 20 gauge that Ewan is going to use. You see the diameter is bigger. This is a 28, it's empty, a 28 gauge cartridge. That little 28 gauge cartridge would slip inside the chamber and it would stop at the end of the chamber. If I was excited in a hurry, I would think perhaps I've dropped it. I could put the 20 gauge cartridge on top, I'll take that out, and then I could close the gun. And if I fired the gun then, the barrels would blow. And I don't do that to frighten you, I'm just doing it to explain why we're so careful not to mix calibers on our person.
What would happen if the barrel blew? Would that like backfire?
It could actually cause you a serious injury.
Okay.
But of course that won't happen today. When Zoe and Ewan get to shoot the single target, what they're going to be confronted with is a target crossing from right to left in front of them. The reason we are doing that, that's going to be an introduction to one of the main challenges of shooting a moving clay target, in that what they will want to do, they will naturally want to shoot at it, and they're going to have to learn that they actually need to take the gun, if you like, away from the target. That's the target. They've actually got to get the gun away from it. And that's the first obstacle that everybody learning to shoot has to overcome. And that's why we do it. Okay, Zoe, here we are about to knock that clay out of the sky. To make it easier, we're going to make a little plan. 4 bits to it. First bit of the plan, we're going to decide where to kill it. We actually call that the kill point. So you say pull and we'll have a look at it.
Pull.
You want to kill it about there.
Okay.
Now that dictates the second bit of the plan is how do we stand.
Right.
And if you imagine wherever you're going to kill, you're stood in a clock face, that's 12 o'clock. We stand at about 11:05
Okay.
with the left foot slightly in front and the weight just falling onto the left foot. So just copy my feet. Yeah, not too much. Just, that's it, nice. Just put the left foot forward a bit. Left foot, this one forward a bit.
Yep.
That's it. So your weight just falls forward. So this becomes a pivot. So that's 2 decisions. Third decision, where do we want to pick it up? Where can you see it clearly and have it sat on the end of your gun? So call pull again and we'll have a look.
Pull.
So if you went 2 or 3 meters above that bank, straight in front of you where that bush is, that's your pickup point. So you now know nearly everything you need to know. You just need to know one more thing. You've got a kill point, you've got a foot position, you've got a pickup point. The fourth thing is, what is the kill picture? What do we need to see relative to the end of the barrel that tells you you've allowed for its movement? Your natural, very strong inclination will be to shoot at it. Everybody wants to shoot at it.
Yeah.
Because this is a weapon and that's a target.
Yeah.
But it's a moving target, so we have to shoot in front of it.
Right.
So the picture we make looks like shooting about that far in front.
Right, okay.
So that's where we're going to kill it. That's how we stand. That's where we pick it up. That's the kill picture. Now the actual process. What you do, feet right, close the gun, get it comfy, wind back along the flight path. You point at the clay, move with the clay, accelerate in front of the clay, and when you've made that picture, you squeeze the trigger.
Okay, so I follow it through,
follow it.
and then I get ahead of it,
Then
and then I go for it.
Then you do.
Okay.
Now we're going to make you comfy with the empty gun. So finger away. See how your finger went straight on the trigger?
It just wants to go for it.
You just want to kill.
Yeah, I do.
That's why you're going to be good. Okay. So now that bead is the end of your finger. We're going to close the gun empty. There. Now we're going to make it comfy here. Front end up. Tight in there. Now tighten your cheek. That's it. Keep that weight forward on that front foot. Come back to here. Bring that hand back a bit. Right. You say pull and just sit the clay there for me.
Oh, goodness. Right, pull.
Point at it, at it, at it. Good. Now we're going to do that again.
It's hard to sort of find. I think I need to keep it lower so I can see it coming up first and then go up.
We're going to have a little 4-letter word. And the 4-letter word is push.
Okay.
And push is a gentle motion of that left hand to make a picture. So it's point at it, move with it, push. Not too much, gently.
I get a bit excited. Just want to get away from it.
Okay. Weight forward, head nice and tight on the stock. Yeah, put your left foot forward a bit and lean into it. Okay, now put your head tight, really tight, and say pull.
Pull.
Point at it, push, bang. Good. You now know how to kill that target. Gun down. You're going to drop 1 cartridge. That's it. That's good. Now push it away hard. The gun is now live and ready to kill. Front end up. Lock it tight. Tight into your cheek. Tighten your cheek. Really tighten your cheek. Leaning into it. Now rest your finger onto the trigger. Just rest it there. Okay, and when you fire the gun, hold it tight. When you're ready, say pull.
Pull.
Point at it. Push. Okay, good. Okay, you fired the gun. The good news is nothing terrible happened.
Yay.
And it didn't hurt you, did it?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I quite liked it.
You quite liked it? Oh, that's good.
Target.
You did everything right, except you missed it in front because you worked too hard.
Oh, I've got to just chill out a bit.
Just chill out a bit.
It's relaxing, this whole clay pigeon.
Absolutely. So we're going to make your kill picture for you a little smaller. So instead of that far, we're going to make it that far.
Yeah, I think I was definitely going a bit further right.
It's okay. You worked a bit too hard. Say pull when you're ready.
Pull.
Follow it, push. There you go, Zoe!
Did I hit it?
Shooting! Yes,
Oh my
you did! Hey!
Wow. That's good. I'm pretty impressed.
There's the gun. So hold it tight.
Yep.
Really tight.
Tighter than that?
Yeah,
I'm gripping hard.
It's good. There. Now the left hand's a nice loose pointing hold.
Yep.
Yeah, just point it. Imagine you're just pointing.
Yep.
That's it, be natural. That's now the end of your finger. Keep the thumb there. Okay, close the gun empty. Lift the front end up, take it up there, lock it tight.
Yep.
Okay, just take the barrels a little bit higher. So let's just remind you what you're going to do. You're going to have the clay there,
Yep.
keep it there, little push and fire.
Okay. Yep.
Ewan, you're going to kill it. Okay, the safety's off, it's on for the top barrel. Take one cartridge and drop it in the top barrel. Close the gun hard, front end up, bring that hand back a little bit. Stock nice and tight, tighten your cheek.
Yep.
Okay, in your own time, call pull.
Pull.
Point at the clay. Oh, you were a bit too keen.
Shot too early.
Shot too early.
Pull.
Point at it. Push. Oh, yes, Ewan. Good
Nice
man.
one.
You killed it.
Killed it.
The second one. More stardom, Zoe. You were killing single clays, no problem at all. You've spotted 2 barrels. Fully paid up member of Mensa. You figured out for 2 shots.
We're going to do the double. We're going to do the double.
Absolutely. Just a little bit about safety though now. When you fired the gun before, after you'd heard a bang, you knew the gun was perfectly safe. Now when you hear the first bang, remember there's another live cartridge there. So you've got to be very, very conscious of that. To shoot a double, you squeeze the trigger the first time, squeeze, but then you must release the trigger, otherwise the gun won't recock. And then the second squeeze, the second barrel will fire. So what's going to happen? You're going to say pull, that same clay will come out, you'll shoot it just the same, release the trigger, wind back, and when you look ready, the second clay will come without you saying pull. Words of caution. You know you can kill the target, but I've said a terrible word. The terrible word is 2. And the brain says, oh, 2, I'll have to go twice as fast. No, you don't. Nice and slowly, kill the first one, wind back, slowly kill the second one. All right?
Okay, slowly does it.
Slowly does it.
Don't panic. Take your time.
So drop
Relax and enjoy.
Absolutely. Right, hold the gun. So finger there. That's it. There. Thumb out of the way. The gun's live now with 2 shots. Weight on the front foot. Okay, head on the stock. Nice and tight. In your own time, call pull. No, that's a bit too high. That's too high. There.
It's quite funny. You've got to really lower your neck.
That's, you certainly have.
Make the neck disappear.
Okay.
Pull.
Follow it. Push. That's in front. Come back for the next one. Okay, here it comes. Push. That's all right. Don't worry. Very, very seldom does anybody kill the first double because they are so intent, they're doing something different. They want to look. So both times you shot, you were doing this. I must look, I must see if I'm doing it. You've got to keep that gun locked tight. Now it's 2 separate jobs. Only think of the first one when you're shooting the first one.
Yeah, one at a time.
Okay, take your time. Tight, keep that head tight, keep that weight forward. Here we go.
Pull.
Follow it, push. Lovely, come back, slowly, slowly, push. Oh, Zoe, you were so close to that second one.
Darn. Pull.
Follow it, push. Good. Come round, head tight, push. Oh, yes, we have a double. Open the gun. You have killed a double, and the system that we started on, where I said we had a 4-point plan, it's called shooting the method. You've just shot a double, shooting the method.
Brilliant.
Well done. Well,
Thank you very
Ewan.
much.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Awesome.
Go for it, Ewan.
That was quality.
Thank you very much.
Pull.
Follow it, follow it. Okay, that's make your kill picture a little bit bigger. Here's another one. Okay, remember, don't jerk the gun. Remember, it's a smooth acceleration.
Yeah. Pull.
Follow it, follow it. Excellent, well done. Next one, follow it, follow it. Oh, you were so close.
Close. Oh.
You were just a fraction behind.
Pull.
Follow it, push. Excellent. Okay, next one. Slowly, slowly. Oh, so
I haven't done my
good.
double yet.
Next time.
I'm not going for lunch till I've done it.
Zoe and Ewan will shoot a single driven target. That is, they will shoot a clay coming from about 80 metres in front of them, 50 feet over their head, coming straight towards them. They will have to obscure the target from view with the barrels in order to know that they've gone far enough in front of it. That's going to be their second mental challenge, because there's bound to be a certain reluctance in their heads of actually deliberately losing sight of the very target they're trying to strike. And we always put that target in with a single crossing target in the early stages of shooting, because those two factors, taking the gun away from the target and taking the gun in front of the target to hide it, are the two prime alien processes for the brain to actually cope with. The target for this lesson is called the driven target. It's going to come straight towards you, so just have a look.
Wow, overhead.
The target
Ooh.
we did before, remember, went from right to left, and we made a little plan. We decided where to kill it, how to stand, where to pick it up, and we decided a kill picture. We do exactly the same for this one, so let's look first, where would we kill it? About there.
So quite high.
Yeah, you're going to almost be tipping backwards.
Well, you could do it a little bit sooner if you want. See how you feel when you get there. The second thing we decided to remember was the feet position. Now it's easy because we're just facing where the target's coming from, because it's on that line that we're killing it. The third thing we decided was the pickup point, where to point the gun. Well, straight in front of you, a metre or so above that bank. So one more thing to decide. On the first one in the first lesson, to kill it, because it was moving right to left, it was about that far in front. We've still got to get in front of the target, but it's going that way. We will push in front that way. Now you've hidden the target. So the kill picture for this target is a picture of nothing. It's a picture of hiding the clay. And instantly your brain say, what? We shoot when we can't see it. Yes, you shoot when we can't see it. So, feet, left foot in front.
Yep.
Excellent. Close the gun, front end up, lock it tight. Now the clay will come straight towards you.
Yep.
And you're going to accelerate, and when you can't see it, that's when you would shoot.
Okay.
Weight on the front foot, lean into it.
Yep.
Say pull, and we'll have a practice.
Pull.
Follow it, push, bang. Your shot would have gone just behind it.
Yep.
You need to push a little more aggressively. Let's
Okay.
try that again.
So don't be as relaxed as last time.
Look, still want you relaxed, but just push a little bit harder.
Pull.
Follow it, push, bang. Good.
There was it felt like about a good half a second where I couldn't see it.
That's good. Well, as
Yeah.
soon as you can't see it,
Then
squeeze the trigger.
release the beast.
Release the beast. I couldn't have put it better myself, Ewan. Here we go then. Ewan, front end up, nice and tight. You're going to point at the clay, move with the clay, and push to hide it and squeeze the trigger in your own time, called pull.
Pull.
Follow it, push. You were just behind it. So that hand has got to push a little harder
Yep.
to make sure the barrels cover the clay.
Okay.
If you can see it, you can't hit it at this angle. There.
Pull.
Remember, you've got to hide it. Push. Yes,
Nice.
that was
Very
perfect.
nice.
Yeah, baby.
So you're going to hide the clay, squeeze the trigger. Lean forward. Weight on that front foot.
Pull.
Push. Now you're always ahead of it.
Yeah, am I not supposed to be?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what I thought. I
Okay.
said go in front of it and then when you
Okay.
can't see it. So where am I supposed to go?
Right. Let me explain that again. The first thing you want is what you did on the other target, the first target. You put it there.
So you go behind it.
No, you're sitting the bead just under the clay. You're pointing
Yeah.
at the clay. You stay with the clay. Now it's time to kill it. Push. Now you can't see it. Now you squeeze the trigger. So it's point at it, move with it, push. So stay with the clay, with the clay, with the clay, hide the clay, squeeze the trigger.
Yeah, so go in front of it.
Yeah, but don't go in front of it straight away. You must point at the clay first.
Right.
It's the pointing at the clay that has your gun moving at the correct speed.
Okay.
Now you feel confident, so now your left hand accelerates. Now you can't see the clay, now you pull the trigger.
So follow it, hide it and shoot it.
That's it. Follow it, hide it and shoot
And
it.
obviously once you've hidden it, it's because you've gone slightly in front of
Correct.
it anyway. So
Correct.
just follow it and
That's
then
it.
go a bit in front.
You got it?
Right.
You've got it. There. There. Okay.
Pull.
Follow it. Push, push. Beautiful. Zoe and Ewan will see the pattern of shot on the pattern plate, a large flat steel plate where they will see me shoot one shot at a 30-inch circle. Then they will come closer. We'll stop at about 5 meters from the pattern plate. I'll take another shot just outside the circle, and that's to show them how greatly the pattern of shot differs as the range decreases. Then finally we will go to about 1 meter from the plate. I'll actually take Zoe's gun because she'll be using a smaller caliber, and I will show them the power of shot at close range by actually firing at a steel plate where they see, much to their shock and horror I expect, a hole emerge in the steel. I do that with everybody when I'm starting to teach them shooting to reinforce the importance of the simple safety rules that I'll be giving them. Oh. Okay, we'll go a little bit closer.
Let's spread on that.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Let's go and have a look. There we go.
Concentrated.
Wow.
20 meters, 5 meters. See, it makes a huge difference. So, the last thing I want to show you here, this is a piece of steel, and we're going to use your gun, Zoe, the smaller, lighter cartridge, if I can have one,
There you go.
and I am going to shoot just there, and we're going to move back just a little bit, but make sure you can see. So now the barrels are about 1 meter from that sheet of steel. Earmuffs on,
This is going to be
glasses.
loud, I can tell.
Okay,
Ah!
here we go.
My goodness.
Come and have a close look. Put your finger on there, you'll feel it's still warm.
Yeah. And sharp.
Yeah.
And the reason the shotgun is so destructive at close range, in this little cartridge there's a couple of hundred little lead pellets, and they haven't been able to travel far enough to expand into that pattern. So you're actually hurling almost like a ball of lead, like a musket ball. And if you want some technical information, about 1,400 feet per second.
Wow.
Fast.
Just finished lesson 1. It's definitely a work in progress, but I thought at the outset of today that I wouldn't even at this stage have been able to hit one clay. So the fact that I've hit quite a few, I'm quite impressed. But there's definitely a lot more work to be done, and it is tricky, and it's just a case of just continuing to listen to John. He's a fantastic teacher, and just going with it. And I think the key is to just relax. You know, I think when I'm going wrong, it's because I'm really tense, I'm really you overthinking it. So just really listening to John and keeping calm. It's a calm sport.
She did extremely well. What you saw was an absolutely typical first lesson situation when a female has never done it before. She's genuinely apprehensive. She's worried she might fail. She's worried she might get hurt here. It's a perfect situation because in those circumstances, of course, that person will do exactly as you asked them. And as you saw, once she'd fired the first shot, I realised she wasn't going to suffer any discomfort. She was very keen to listen, and as you saw, she had great success, and I'm sure she'll go on to have a lot more.
Lesson 1, not great. It's quite tricky, and I get frustrated with myself, so if it starts going wrong, I need to just keep calm and think, what am I doing wrong? Assess the situation and fix it, but sometimes a little bit, that's rubbish. So I just need to be a bit calm. I do everything at 120 miles an hour. For this, I don't think it's about speed, it's just about grace and poise and just listening. John's a great teacher and I just need to listen to his words and take them in.
Well, he did fine. Again, of course, a typical male because he is one, but he's also athletic, he's also very, very competitive. And a little different from Zoe, he'd had one experience before, and that made it slightly more difficult for him. Because when he'd had his first experience of shooting, in his words, he actually hadn't succeeded, or he hadn't succeeded enough to satisfy him. And I suspect with him, he needs a very, very high level of success before he's satisfied. But you saw he overcame those feelings and he was able to kill some of the targets. When Zoe and Ewan are confronted with the going away target, again, a deliberate choice of target because it will be the very opposite to targets they would have done previously, where they have been encouraged to take their time and they have been shown a picture of how they have to use the gun barrels to allow for its relative movement. On the going away target, they'll discover there is no relative movement. They simply point at or just under the clay, but they have to shoot very quickly. And again, it's a logical path of learning, and everybody learning to shoot clay pigeons has to get to grips with coping with those fast-flying going away targets. Here we go again, folks. More shooting, more stardom. What we're going to do in this lesson, we're going to do a going away target. There it goes. And as we're nice and close to a clay target trap, an ideal opportunity just to show you some safety things about it. So firstly, I'm going to uncock it. It's now armed. It's now disarmed. So, if you're ever near a clay target trap, if you can see this arm sticking out, it's safe. You can approach it, you can have a look at it. If you can't see it, it's armed, it's not safe, don't go to the side of it. Definitely don't go in front of it because obviously it's dangerous. Now we're going to arm it. Okay, that's the target we're going to shoot. Zoe's going to shoot it first, so Ewan can be the trapper.
Lovely.
Button B. Good idea now, actually put your earmuffs on. Right, let's look at firstly how we're going to do it. Remember that little plan, the 4 things? Where are we going to shoot it? The answer here is you shoot it as soon as you can.
Oh, right, okay, go for it.
Where are you going to pick it up? Well, out on its flight path.
Okay.
How do you put your feet? Very simple. You just stand facing out there where you're going to shoot.
Okay.
And the most important bit, the kill picture, is the clay sat just above the bead. Imagine that clay's got little feet, and we're going to shoot the feet off.
Okay.
Okay? On the targets we've done before, you had to accelerate in front. Here, there's no accelerate in front. You point at the target and shoot.
Okay.
So we're going to practice that firstly once with the gun empty.
Okay.
So close it, get it nice and tight, Tighten your cheek. Try and get that weight forward. Tummy in, that's good. Thumb out of the way, and you say pull.
Pull.
So you bang.
Oh, that is tricky. You got to go up and find.
So, well, start with the gun a bit higher.
Right, okay.
Make that picture and shoot. Let's try that
Shoot
again.
the feet, okay. Pull.
Shoot, bang. If you do that, you'll kill it.
Love it.
So, you're going to shoot its feet off. Finger off the trigger, good. Just before we close the gun, this weight thing, try to get the weight through the ball of your left foot. Don't close your feet up a little bit. So you're just leaning into it. The shoulders just fall forward. That's good. That's lovely. Okay, there. There. So lean forward, that's super. Finger on the trigger now. And call for your target when you're ready.
Pull.
Shoot. Oh, that's way, way over the top.
I think I actually closed my eyes at one point there, which is never going to help.
That makes it different. Right. You're doing what every adult does on the going away target, so don't think you're different from anybody else. You've started to learn about shooting moving targets, and what you've learned is you have to do something with the gun before you fire. You have to push in front that way or that way. And on this target, there is no relative movement, but your brain wants to do something before you pull the trigger. And what your brain is doing, it's trying to make certain, and you're trying to aim. It's point, shoot. The other targets, I was encouraging you to take your time. Here it's the opposite.
Right.
Here you shoot as quickly as you can. See it, shoot it.
Right.
Shoot its feet off as soon as you can. That's good, that's a good stance, well done.
Pull.
Now, yay, you did it!
Oh, there,
well done.
long legs, just right.
What you're starting to see now, it's just finding the right kill picture.
Yeah, it is. I need that right kill picture.
And
Yeah, it was just perfect
and
there.
it's a bit different
I saw it.
for different people. Good, you worked hard. I want to give you a little rest.
Okay, great.
We'll
Thank
kill
you very
some more of
much.
those in a minute. Now you've got the kill picture. Well done. Very good. We'll have a little practice first. Yep. Close the gun. Get it nice and tight. Put your weight onto the left foot. Okay. Call, pull, and have a practice.
Pull.
Bangs. Now do it again. Start here.
Okay. Pull.
Bangs. So shoot underneath it.
Yep. Pull.
That was a little bit too quick.
Too
Try
early.
again. Yeah, open it. Good. Well done. Finger off the trigger. Get it nice and tight right in there. Hang on a minute. There.
Pull.
Shoot. That's good. Well done,
Nice
Ewan.
one.
Pull.
Well done.
Oh, fantastic.
Just keep the finger there.
Pull.
You just let your head come up a little bit.
Right.
Because you now know you can kill it. And you wanted to watch yourself kill it.
Pull.
Shoot. Very good. Down. Open.
Hey Tony, I'm
Hi,
Zoe.
Zoe.
Nice to meet you.
You, nice to meet you.
Thank you
Now-
for coming down to see us.
Thank you. We've actually both been out clay pigeon shooting all day,
Yes.
and we basically want to get kitted out because we want to
Okay.
take it a bit more seriously.
Right,
So,
good.
can you tell us?
So you've
what we
been to the
need?
local shooting ground at Barbary?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And quite enjoy it, and we would just like to know a little bit about guns and
Yes.
how we go about buying it, licenses,
Exactly,
clothing.
yeah.
Where would we start? Someone like us, you know,
Okay.
a bog standard gun.
Well, we'll start you from the beginning. Well, the first thing you will need is one of these things to store your shotguns in, because by law you must have a steel gun cabinet, which the gun is stored in your home. So you mustn't have them on the wall, on
Yep.
show.
Or lying about.
I'm disappointed
Or
straight
lying
away.
around. Sorry
Oh,
about
I
that.
thought I could have it under my bed. You know,
No.
like-
So these come in just different sizes for catering for the different types of guns that are available. So a simple gun cabinet that holds up to 3 shotguns is about £125. shotgun to shoot clay pigeons, and if we use, say, an over and under as an example,
What's an over and under?
it means that the barrels are set one above the other.
That's what we've been
Yeah,
practicing with.
this is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we've been
Familiar
shooting.
with
So if
that
you
one.
hold that a second, and I will
Hey.
get
Look,
You're even holding it correctly.
that's the little holding
Coming back.
position that we learned.
So this is the traditional shotgun is side by side, which means the barrels are on one side of one another.
Okay.
And the over and under was produced as a different form of shotgun.
So
to
this
make-
is a modern version.
Yeah, I mean it's been around a long time, the
But-
design, but this is the original. It's a traditional game gun that's been used for years.
How do you actually go about getting a license?
Okay, a license application form can be downloaded now in a PDF file from your constabulary.
You must have interviews though.
Yeah, he will come and ask you a few questions. You
Yeah.
know, why do you want a shotgun? Well, I want to go clay pigeon shooting. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Simple as that.
right,
But
so-
obviously you can't have a criminal record. They must check you out a bit
yes.
more. Yeah.
Everything's checked out,
Yeah.
yes. But it's nothing to be scared about. You know, it's just part of owning a shotgun.
So everybody who joins a club to go shooting,
Everybody is
you
checked.
Must.
Everybody is licensed
Okay.
to shoot, yes.
So about ourselves, with having these lessons, we didn't need to have a license.
Well, because
obviously, to
you're
do
using the shooting grounds license and you're there as a like a paying guest that
Yep.
day.
So Tony, apart from the hardware,
Yes.
what essential items do we need?
Okay, well, mandatory on all shooting grounds now for your own safety is eye and ear protection. So, should we say a typical pair of glasses like this that you probably wore something
Yeah,
like
we
this
black
earlier?
and yellow ones earlier on, but you've got a whole array.
Yeah,
of colours
there's
there.
lots of options now available for shooting. For a dull day, you'd use a light lens like
Yeah.
a yellow or an orange
Nice.
just to enhance the background so that you can see the target more clearly.
Nice.
And when the sun's out, you obviously would need a dark lens, like so.
really enhance the light.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And then on to protection for your ears, again mandatory. So from a simple ear plug that you place in each side just to protect your hearing, and again it's a mandatory
Yep.
thing to have. The ear muff, which completely goes over, protecting the whole of the ear and the bone behind, so that the sound is not going into your eardrum. And really, apart from that, sort of after that, you know, your equipment for shooting would be a cleaning kit to clean the gun with thoroughly, and
Yeah, I saw all the oils and everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
and a gun bag to put the gun into to protect it when you're walking around, and when you're not shooting, you're waiting around.
What about servicing the gun? Is it something? Is it like a car which you have to keep
Yeah,
on top of? Yeah.
once a year probably is enough on a modern shotgun.
Right.
Now, Tony, you're a bit of a pro because you've got a few titles. How did you get into it?
I've been shooting competitively since about 1985, so I've been in shooting all my life. It's just one of those things from school, working in a gun shop as a Saturday boy, and been in the gun trade all my life, so it's nice to have a hobby and you're living from the same thing, so it's a very enjoyable thing. It's taken me all over the world shooting. I've shot for my country, England and Great Britain, so it's been a nice experience. So, like all sports really, you know, if you see the flag go up behind you, you get a bit of a choking feeling, so it's quite nice.
When Ewan and Zoe have done the going away target, I have chosen to give them as their next target. We actually call it a bolting rabbit. It's a clay with a flatter, smoother edge that is designed to hurtle along the ground. I want them to get to grips with that target because if they go to sporting clay shoots, it would be an extremely rare sporting clay shoot that didn't have a bolting rabbit of some sort. I'm also going to use a bolting rabbit target that travels from their left to right. As an introduction to them as normal right-handers, they will actually have to work much harder because their natural movement of their right-handed bodies is not to move so well that way. So it's to start them getting to grips with shooting a left to right target, as well as learning how to shoot a typical sporting clay target. Okay, Ewan, what we're going to do now is you're going to shoot a target that actually rolls along the ground. If you look over there and say pull, Zoe will press the button.
Oh.
Commonly known as the bolting rabbit. The clay is actually slightly different from a standard. That's a standard clay.
Yep.
The most common clay in use, beveled. You see this has got a flatter edge. This is, and it's stronger. This is designed to roll along the ground.
Okay.
Like we've done on the other targets, we make a plan. Where are we going to kill it? Say pull and have another look.
Pull.
Somewhere round about there.
In between the cutout area.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Yep. Before it disappears into its little rabbit hole. Like always, where we kill it dictates the feet, so the left foot facing where we're going to shoot it.
Yep.
A pickup point. Where do you want to point the gun so that when you say pull, you feel comfortable that you can point at it?
I'll probably to the left-hand side of the screen. I would have thought there, and I'll just follow it the last. I don't know.
That'll be good. So that's your pickup point.
Okay.
So as like before, there's one thing to know. What's your kill picture? You point, and you point just underneath it. You keep moving with it, back to the push, and when it looks like you're going to miss it that far in front, you squeeze the trigger. Very important to be underneath it.
Okay.
Because you'll also, as well as the shot, what you're blowing up from the ground helps to break the clay. This is quite a difficult clay to break. It's much stronger.
Okay.
Let's have a practice, as always before. Nice and tight. Weight well forward onto the front foot. Ankle pull.
Pull.
Follow it. There. Right, I think you could be picking that up sooner.
Sooner.
Yep, let's try that again. Nice and tight.
Pull.
Follow it. Push. Bang.
Yep.
Okay, let's load one cartridge in the top barrel. Finger off the trigger. Good. Nice and tight. Right in that shoulder pocket. Weight well forward.
Pull.
Follow it. Okay, gun down and open.
It's got a bounce on it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses. That's proper.
No.
That's like a footballer hitting a divot.
But you discovered something else as a normal right-hander, and this is another reason we put you onto the left to right target. When you accelerate your left hand, when you push, unless the gun is locked in very tight, you automatically push it off your face. So for a right-hander, having a target goes left to right is just harder work. So we have to lock the gun in very, very tight.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
And you need to double the lead. Your kill
Really?
pitch. Double it.
Pull.
Follow it. Push. You pushed it way off your face.
Did I?
Yep.
Was that the right?
A little bit too far.
Yeah. Pull.
Follow it. That was behind it.
Pull.
Follow it. Push.
Pull.
Underneath it. Push.
Pull.
Under it. That's better.
Pull.
Follow it. Push. You're shooting about that far behind it.
Too far behind.
Yeah.
I want to be in front of it, don't I?
Yeah.
Not behind it.
Yeah.
Crikey.
You've also got to keep it locked tighter.
Come on. Don't like to be rubbish. Right. Pull.
Follow it. Follow it. Your shot's that far behind the target.
Still behind?
Yeah.
I need to be in front.
Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Just relax.
Yeah.
What you need is incentive.
Okay. Put a fiver on it.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Chocolate.
Somewhere in here. Okay. I'm a poor man. 1. You can now win £50.
Okay.
You can't lose anything. To win £50, you have to miss this rabbit target that far in front when I say now.
So I'm not going to shoot until you say now?
Don't shoot till I say now, and don't hit it. I want you to miss it that far in front when I say now. There is one rule, however. You must be moving with the clay until I say now.
Okay.
Otherwise you don't get paid.
Okay.
So
move with it when you say now.
stay underneath the clay. When I say now, miss it that distance in front and you will win £50.
Pull.
Follow it. Now, you just killed the clay, Ewan.
But I didn't get 50 quid.
Correct.
Oh, I'd rather have the money.
I know you would. Okay, that's the oldest gag in the book and it never fails.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a rest on that and we'll shoot
Okay.
some more in a minute.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. Very good. Zoe, we're going to kill the rabbit. Oh, and before we go any further, Zoe, don't hold out for the money because I only played the trick
Darn.
once.
I was
okay?
getting really enthusiastic
I could see the glint in your eye. So I'm confident. As you're keen to load, let's load. We won't even have a practice. Okay, here we go.
Oh gosh.
Wait, get that tummy in. That's it. And you're going to be down below. Don't bend that leg.
Oh goodness.
That's
It's getting
it.
very technical, isn't it?
Okay,
It's
there
like
we
a dance
go.
position.
You say pull. Button A.
Pull.
Follow it, push. That's very close. Good.
Pull.
Under it, push. Ooh, you're very close.
I keep lifting my flipping head.
You do. Yes, you do. Before you load, let's look at the feet a bit.
Do you know why I do that? Because I'm literally stretching my feet out like this to try and get lower. I feel as if I'm too tall. I want to do this. I think I'm like out of a cartoon. You know when they're doing this.
Well, you could.
Can I not?
You know when you were on the ice?
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Happy time.
Yeah, happy times. And you were taught to do certain things with your body, but what they were getting you to do, they were getting you to be bodily efficient. And shooting a shotgun at a moving target requires body efficiency. So, let me just move away a bit. I keep encouraging you to be forward. The weight goes, imagine there's a stake being driven through your knee, through the ball of your left foot, and that's what you're going to pivot on. The weight comes up just off the right heel, and it's very much tummy in and bum out. Because you're not used to holding a gun, this is what happens to you and most people. The gun as an object is alien. So as soon as the gun comes into your shoulder, it makes you do this.
Yeah.
And it does two things. That makes you very bodily inefficient. And watch what it does to the barrels.
Moves them
It
up.
makes them lift. So the weight must be forward and leaning into it with the tummy in and the bum out. And no, your bum doesn't look big in that, so you're fine. And anyway, it's only you and behind you.
I'm not complaining.
So you're amongst friends. So tummy in, that's good. Lean into it. Excellent. That's really good. And you want to be underneath the rabbit target.
Pull.
Under it, push. Oh, yeah!
Good. Oh, nice.
Yeah!
These rabbits are dead.
You're doing brilliantly. Let's do it again. Okay.
Pull.
Follow it, push. Oh, wonderful! Excellent!
Nice.
These are too easy for you, aren't they?
No. I'm working really hard. But I'm really paying attention to everything you're telling me.
Slow down to a gallop. We're now going to move into a proper professional sporting clay situation.
No. Are we ready?
You're ready.
Serious?
Yeah, serious. And when we go into a sporting clay situation, invariably there are two traps with two different targets. So now we have two kill pictures in our head. We have two pickup places in our head. If necessary, 2 feet positions. But here the feet position will be the same. I just need to cock this one. Zoe and Ewan, having coped with a going away target and a rabbit target, they're then going to get to grips with shooting them as a pair. Shooting the going away target first and then shooting the bolting rabbit target. The reason I'm doing that is to give them an honest experience of what sporting clays involves. because when they go to a sporting clay shoot, invariably at each stand they go to shoot, there will be two targets doing completely different things. They will A, have to learn how to prepare a plan for each target, and B, they have to learn to make that mental switch. Having killed the first target, they've then got to move on in their brains and do something completely different. And it'll be their first experience of a typical sporting clay combination. Right, Zoe, here's what's going to happen. You are going to say pull, and you're going to shoot the feet off the going away target.
Right.
You're going to kill it. You're going to release the trigger and wind the gun back there, and when the gun back's there, the rabbit's going to come.
Right, okay. Pull!
Feet, shoot. Yes! Down for the rabbit. Rabbit. Follow it, push. Oh,
wow.
You did it!
Oh, that's fantastic! I
Now
can't
you're a
believe
proper
I did
sporting
that.
clay shot.
Can I have some sort of medal or something?
Oh, at least a gold.
I really didn't expect to do that because I find the one going away really difficult. I think I'm better at the right to left thing, but great, thank you.
But you did it.
Great instruction, Joe.
Thank you, Zoe. We're a team.
We
Have
are
a
a
rest.
team.
Okay, let's do it.
That's wicked.
Thank you.
Hey! Well, no pressure.
500, don't worry.
No
I love it.
Zoe, when you walk from here, I don't want you just to walk, okay? I want to see a
You want a swagger?
I want a swagger.
I will give
okay?
it that and more.
Good.
Trust me.
Okay.
I'll really lap it up. I'm a pro.
Excellent.
What can I say?
Pull.
Shoot. Good. Rabbit. Down, down. Rabbit. Under it, push. Oh! Remember that big gap when you were trying to win 50 quid?
Yeah, keep it big.
Keep it big, but until then, point at it.
Pull.
Shoot. Okay, down. Under it. Oh, too quick.
Too quick.
Slow down.
Pull.
Shoot. Good. Right, under it, push. But you jerked the gun and pushed it off your face.
I have a trouble with that rabbit one, don't I?
No, you know you can kill it because you've done it.
Yeah. Pull.
Follow it, shoot. Okay, round for the rabbit.
I hate that damn rabbit.
Well, do you know what, Ewan? I don't think you hate it enough.
Okay, let me get some more hatred in there. Pull.
Shoot. Okay, down. Pull. Okay, I'm going to give you a rest.
Yeah, I need it.
Relax. Relax.
I don't know what's going on with that one. I used to be spot on every time.
Don't worry, relax.
Good effort.
Ewan, in trying to cope with the combination, I think just compounded his frustration because he'd seen Zoe succeed at it, so all he was focused on was just succeeding. And any process that I'd been trying to get him to follow had just gone out of the window. He just wanted to kill that pair of clays. And the consequence was that he actually, to his great frustration, he actually missed a few. But of course, that's got no reflection on his ability to shoot. And as we progress through the lessons, you'll see him actually coping better and better.
Rabbit was really frustrating. Once again, it was a left to right target. If it was an up and down flying rabbit, I would have got it. But I'm finding that hard. I need to work on that a little bit because I'm tough on myself. I like to be good at everything, so I'm not happy. The only time I managed to get the rabbit was when John got out 50 quid, which obviously changed my thought process. So I hope for this next lesson, his wallet is nice and fat. In fact, maybe he can throw his wallet in there and see if I can shoot that.
Zoe on the rabbit target, I think, really surprised herself. She'd seen Ewan struggle at it, and I think she perceived it as being something that's going to be very difficult. And she had success at it very quickly. And then when she progressed to having to do the combination, the going away target and the rabbit, Zoe was a real star and succeeded very well.
The rabbit shot, although I hated the thought of shooting little rabbits because I like them, was better for me because I think the right to left, left to right type thing just works better for me. I don't know why, I can't explain it, don't know what the science is there. but I think I was quite pleased that I was able to do the rabbit shot. And then weirdly, because I could do that so well, then when we put the overhead shot with the rabbit shot, I was then able to do both. I don't know, maybe because I was feeling nice and confident about the rabbit, that I then was able to do the overhead with it. I'm not sure why. It's hard to explain when you just start doing something and you can do it, because I still think I'm definitely learning the skill, and I think it's just a bit of hit or miss so far, but so far so good.
Positive mental attitude, it's taking the T out of can't. When someone is with me and they miss a couple of clays, it has nothing to do with their ability. They have the ability to do it, otherwise they wouldn't be here. It's convincing them that whatever I ask them to do, they are perfectly capable of doing. All I have to do as the coach is make sure I never ask someone to do something if I don't innately really believe they can actually achieve it. My greatest enemy when I'm coaching adults is actually their thinking. My coaching time largely is spent battling against adult intelligence. If you watch a youngster, a 12-year-old, have a shooting lesson alongside a mature adult, it's a very marked difference. The youngster does exactly what I ask he or she to do, and they don't really know what all the fuss is about. The adult consciously wants to do what I'm asking him or her to do, but in their other lives, they only achieve success by using their brains a great deal and trying very hard. So the adult tends to complicate things. And I have to spend a lot of time gently trying to make the adult come down to my simple level. And it's when I get people to behave in a simple way, they achieve success. Because generally, most adults will try too hard. Having shown them what to do, having explained it, I'm now going to get them to visualize their own success. I quite often say to people, right, close your eyes, just blank your mind of everything else. Now watch that clay break in your mind. See it shatter. And that you'd be amazed once you've done that. People, it doesn't take them very long. They actually start to believe they can do it, and once they believe they can do it, they do it. Zoe and Ewan are going to shoot a left to right target. That will be more reinforcement from a previous lesson when they will have shot the bolting rabbit target, which went left to right. Again, a reminder that they have to work harder. They have to work particularly in keeping the gun tight in the cheek, because it's easier to push the gun away. And it's a reinforcement and reminder that for right-handed shots, left to right targets need more lead. Welcome back. During this lesson, we're actually going to move you up a caliber. Now that you're nice and comfortable with the guns, Zoe, we're going to move you to a 20 gauge, the same gauge that Ewan was using during the last lesson. And Ewan, we're going to move you up to a 12 gauge. The operation of the guns is exactly the same, and like the guns you used in your last lessons, these will be nice and comfy because they're recoil reduced. So Ewan, if you'd like to step up, there you go, that's it, loosen up, good man.
Is this gun going to have a bigger kick than if it's...
No sir,
No?
This gun is going to be nice and comfy to shoot. We're going to look at the target first. Look up, come, step forward. Look up and say pull.
Pull.
Point at it, there you go. This is similar to the rabbit we did in the last lesson,
Oh dear.
but you're going to be a star on it. You pointed at it, you move with it, and then you moved ahead of it. Remember, because it's going left to right, two important things. Remember that lock?
Yeah.
Really tight. And although the target looks quite close, it's still quite a lot of lead. It's still quite a big kill picture, about that far in front. before you load, just get comfy with the gun.
Yep.
That's it. Feet are perfect. Don't, no,
Oh,
they were
sorry.
perfect. Remember, right in, no, in that shoulder pocket there. And remember to point. Don't, this is a loose hold.
Yep.
Loosen up that hold, just loosen it. That's good. That's a tight hold. That's a loose hold. Remember, that's the end of your finger.
Yep.
I just want you to say pull and point at the clay for me.
Pull.
Point at it, there, good.
I'm quite a bit below it then.
Just
It's
want to
a
be
bit
a
higher,
fraction below
yeah.
it. Do it again. Say pull,
Pull.
point at it. Okay, but you're always ahead of that.
You want me to be on it?
I want you to be right on it.
Okay. Pull.
On it, push, bang. So push means you're going to miss it about that far in front. Okay, it's live, nice and tight. Remember that missing in front picture with the gun locked in very tight.
Pull.
At it. Oh, far too quick, Ewan, slow down.
Shot too early. I'm going to succeed. I have to succeed. Pull.
Point at it. No. Slow down. Ewan, you're impetuous youth. Slow
I don't know
down.
about the youth bit, but so you're saying don't just count,
Right.
take my time.
Yeah. Okay, you've just said a key word and you've said it twice. And it's the bit that's making you miss. You said the word succeed. I've got to succeed. And that's because you're a competitor. All you're focused on is succeeding. And what I need you to focus on is what am I supposed to be doing?
Get your 50 quid out again, I'll hit it.
The same gag doesn't work twice. All I want you to do is to point at the clay and stay pointing at the clay. When I say push, gently make a picture that looks like that. So it's point, push, shoot.
Okay. So you won't tell me to shoot, you're just going to say push.
I'm just going to say push, but until then, stay with the clay.
Okay.
Nice and tight there.
Pull.
Point. No, I didn't say push.
Later than that. What I'm scared about. I feel like I'm going to be shooting. I'm going to hit my car in the car park.
I promise you won't hit your car in the car.
Pull.
At it, push. There you go, yeah. Right, that.
Better.
No.
I felt like I was more
Okay.
pointing at it, like you said, than before I was in front.
When you've missed the other clays, this lesson and some of the other lessons, it's got nothing to do with your ability to shoot. Your ability to shoot is fine. If you decided you want to be Olympic shooting champion, you would. You'd have some frustration along the way, though.
I'd probably be about 90 years old by the time I got there.
No, you won't. You'd be fine. That's the least physical work you have done in all the lessons. You were nice and smooth. Your timing was good, and it was a gentle acceleration. Here's how I like people to see the shotgun. You put a weapon in, particularly in a bloke's hands, and he instantly treats it like a rifle. And he wants to aim. Well, this is not a rifle, it's a shotgun. And here's the difference. The rifle is a surgeon's knife. It's very precise. The shotgun's an artist's paintbrush. And you just paint pictures. Just paint pictures. It's gently, smooth, simple. That was really good. Do that again. Excellent. Really, really good. Nice and smooth.
Pull.
Smooth, gently pick. Really good, Ewan. Super. Okay, seriously,
Yeah.
if you could see yourself, you know, if we could have a video system and really watching you, I'd say, look at that, Ewan. And you saw the difference between your whole body when you did that,
Yeah.
before you'd say, God, is that me? Because you looked right from the time the target left the trap. You always looked as though you were going to kill it.
Yeah.
Because your weight was right. You were smooth. That was really good. Have a rest. We'll kill
Okay.
some more in a minute. Excellent. Really good. Really, really good.
You'll be grand at this one.
Well, Zoe. That was really good, you.
Thank you.
That
I
was
felt
really
the
good.
To be honest, I did feel the difference in the last one. I
Yeah.
just did feel like you said.
Well, you were
the
in
simple,
control.
What you just said then, I learnt so much more when you said the rifle is precision. That
Absolutely.
it's nice, smooth.
Exactly.
And I feel different. Yeah, it does feel better.
And you used your whole body efficiently with very little effort. That was really good.
You looked like a pro.
Pro.
You did? So, Zoe, here we go.
So, John.
Now remember this in,
Bum
out, and just leaning into it, okay? All the weight there, okay? Good. Okay, up, tight. Bring that hand back, you're stretching. Okay, nice and tight. That's it, and you say pull. That's good. Up here a bit, there.
Pull.
Follow it, follow it. Push, push. Where do you think your shot went?
Dear knows.
Behind it.
Behind it, okay. Need to be in front of it.
So
It's
you-
quick.
You said that in the last lesson, but you still killed the targets.
Right.
Okay, you've got lots of time. Point at it, a little push in front.
Pull.
Point, 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 push. Yes, Zoe, you did it! Hey,
Great.
brilliant. Nice and tight, tighten your cheek.
Pull.
Follow, push. Oh, yes, we like it. Well done, Zoe. Okay, let's start to get you used to doing all these things. That thumb comes to there, and we do that. Okay? Really good. Okay, up there a bit.
Pull.
Follow it, push. Oh, yeah, very good.
Oh.
Do you know, Zoe, I think you could get to like this.
I do like it. I'm having a great time.
Excellent, so am I.
Hi, Cindy.
Hello, Zoe, isn't it?
Yes, hello,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
And
Hi, I'm Ewan, nice to
hello.
meet you. Hi.
Very pleased to meet you as well.
We've been told that you're going to kit us out with all the gear.
A very good idea for clay pigeon shooting is to have a waistcoat because that stores your cartridges in the pockets. There are deep pockets normally on either side of the waistcoat. Plus many of the waistcoats now, especially the Musto D30, has an incorporated reduction recoil system in it. So that's also very good for people that may suffer from recoil and all for beginners. All-weather clay shooting coats. This one here is for the lady. It's a Musto clay shooting coat, completely waterproof, and really with the girls they do feel the cold, so
Yeah, I know, I do actually.
Yeah.
So this has got a nice fleece lining.
Yes, it's a fleece
Keep
lining,
me
keep you
And
warm.
it's also waterproof.
Another very good item of clothing to have when you're clay shooting if it's pouring with rain is a waterproof coat. And there are such like clay shooting coats which are waterproof, which will take the place of your waistcoat with the deep pockets on either side for your cartridges. And this one for you, Ewan, I should think this one will fit you.
Lovely.
This is for
His
a
and
man.
hers.
Yeah, I think it's important we match when we shoot.
Again, a completely waterproof clay shooting coat. That particular one's a Musto, as is yours. Yours is a lady's.
Feels nice.
Yes.
It's like suede almost.
Yes, it is.
You can't wear this naughty little number out shooting,
You certainly
can
can.
you?
Nice pair of boots. You could wear that for shooting, clay shooting.
Really?
Definitely.
People actually wear skirts.
Yes. A hat is very important, in fact. It's not compulsory, but it does protect you in the weather, whether it's wet or hot, because it has the brim on there to shade it from the sun. And also the fact for falling clay, so when you smash that clay in the sky, or someone else next to you has smashed a clay in the sky, then falling clay is very dangerous when it hits you on the head. Would you like to try that one on? Again,
looks
the
like something we
warmth.
could have shot.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's you.
Very good idea also, especially if it's raining, is to have, you need a grip on the trigger of your gun because you don't want, to have very wet fingers and or cold fingers. These are very good. These are called Mac-Wet gloves. They're very good in the wet and in the dry because they help you grip the trigger, and these are leather gloves with a silk lining, so they're incredibly warm and waterproof as well. And then that's all you really need to go clay shooting. There's another whole array of clothing when you are going game shooting, so if you decide to do that in the future, then it's a completely different ball game altogether.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Cindy, you've been great.
good luck, have fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're going to have 2 left or right targets, and they're then going to be introduced to seeing how the lead, the kill picture, changes with distance. So they'll shoot one target that needs a certain amount of lead, and that will be followed by a similar target but further away, where they're going to have to learn that that needs a greater lead. Again, part of their preparation for sporting clays, because it's another typical sporting clay situation where there are 2 similar targets, but one target needs a greater lead than the other, and it's again requiring that constant mental switch. You've been shooting a target left or right, and you've discovered if you held the gun tight, got your feet in the right position, killed it in the right place, you were successful. Great. I'm now going to introduce you to another typical sporting clay situation. You've got one target, the one you've shot. The next target is very similar, but it's twice as far away. And the logic here is very simple. If the first one you shot needed a kill picture about like that, then because the next one is twice as far away, would you believe the picture is about twice as big? So you're going to point at the first clay, push gently, bang. Come back, here's the second clay, gently but twice as far, bang. So now in your preparation, you're thinking of 2 kill pictures, that one and that one. Bearing in mind, the further we have to take the gun from the target, the more your intelligent heads object. What, I've got to go that far? Yes, you have. Remember on the rabbit, we had to go that far in front. And you said, oh, that's too far. What we're going to do, because it's a real situation, we're actually going to go straight into the double.
Yep.
We're going to do it for real. We're going to shoot the close one, and then you wind back, and then the second clay will come. You're going to do exactly the same. Remember how slowly you were going. Take your time. And because you're pushing the gun further, you'll have to lock it even tighter. Okay, glue that target there.
Come on.
You can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Worry.
I know I can do it. Pull.
Gently, gently. Next one, slowly, slowly. There. Oh, good man. The situation I have given you, and you haven't yet enough experience to understand, but I'm giving you one of the worst case scenarios. I am giving you 2 targets to the left or right. That's always tough for a right-hander. I'm giving you 2 similar targets, but they both have different kill pictures. And of course, when you've shot the second one, it's a big picture. That's the last thing in your head.
Yeah.
So now when you're back to the first one, your head's still got a big picture. So it's very easy to keep that big picture on the first one. And it takes a lot of practice. You only do this by practice. Little picture, big picture. Now switch back. It's little picture again.
Pull.
Point at it, picture. Next one, wait, 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 picture. Oh, that's fantastic.
Just first one.
Well, the truth is, you're actually killing the target that's much harder.
Oh, that's all right then.
That's a much harder target.
Oh, good. Pull!
Take your time, picture. Oh, so close. Slowly, slowly, picture. Oh, that's fantastic. Well done. That's really good.
Thank you. Well, 1 out of 2.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
You were killing the harder one. Right, Zoe, we're going to kill the pair. Little picture, big picture. Here we go. Remember, lock it really tight.
Pull.
Follow it, push. You were behind it. Okay, next one. Slowly, slowly, push. Oh, Zoe!
1 out of 2 isn't bad.
That's 50%.
Let's try and double that.
Okay. Right, Zoe, you're a killing machine. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, killing machine. Make that missing in front picture.
Pull.
Missing in front, push. Oh, yes, Zoe. Good girl. Here we go. Push. Oh, you went too far.
Such a nightmare. Right, got one of each now.
No, let's
We need
put
to
it
get
together.
them together. Pull.
Push. Yes. Now concentrate on the next picture. It's twice as big. Push. Oh!
Nice one.
Double trouble.
Very good. I think you deserve the rest of that.
Yeah, so do I.
Well
That's
done.
brilliant. I'm
Hey.
very pleased. Nice
Good for
one.
you. Serious stuff.
Hey.
Wicked.
That was wicked. Zoe and Ewan are going to be introduced to gun mounting. That is, instead of starting with the gun pre-mounted comfortably in the shoulder and the cheek, they're going to be shown how to holding the gun against their body, and when the target appears, they actually mount the gun so it's brought up to the shoulder and the cheek. And they do that whilst the clay is in the air, and we'll be using a single driven target like they did in the early stages, but one that they see for quite a long time. Having learnt to do it, they might decide that they prefer to start with the gun pre-mounted in the shoulder, which the rules of sporting clays allow them to do. But at least if they've been shown gun mounting, they can then choose themselves which method they actually want to use. Here we go again, guys, another lesson, something a little bit different now. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to gun mounting. What I mean by that is, so far when you've been shooting, the gun has been pre-mounted in your shoulder and your cheek. You've seen some of the people shooting here, the more experienced guys, as we walk around, and you see that they, or some of them, aren't actually doing that. Instead of saying pull with the gun pre-mounted, they've actually had what we call a gun down position. Now this gun down position is actually variable, and it is dictated by time. So how do we actually do it? Your natural right-handed inclination when you're stood at the gun down position, when you say pull, as soon as you see the clay, what you will want to do, which is normal, is to use this hand and put the gun in your shoulder. That's very normal. But that is not the way to do it. If you remember, I've been encouraging you to point the shotgun, to hold it like that. And to remember that this is just an extension of your left arm, and this little bead is the end of your finger. You'll now start to see the reasoning behind that. Because the way we start the process of gun mounting is the left hand moving first. Imagine you're trying to poke the clay in the eye. Imagine you're trying to punch it on the nose. Imagine you're trying to hit the clay with that red bead. So it's pull, and the left hand takes the barrels to the target, the initial point. But the point is more than a follow, it's actually a deliberate movement of taking the barrels to the target. All the right hand does, it follows the left, and this is the critical bit, it takes the stock the shortest route to the head. Now notice my head isn't moving, I'm looking at the target, locking the gun. So there are three little words that describe these three simple motions. The words are point, lock, push. The motions are point, lock, push. What I'll do is I'll call pull, I'll get you in to press the button. I'm not going to have a cartridge in, so I can't hit the clay. So just see the timing and I'll talk as I'm doing it, okay? Right, here we go. Pull, point, lock, push. Once more, pull, point, lock, push. That is it.
Pull!
Point, lock, push. Make sure that gun comes right up
Yeah.
tight. And always put the barrel on the
So
right.
can I start moving as soon as I say pull or not?
No.
No.
You're defeating the object.
So
the
I don't
idea
pull
of
until I
this
see-
is,
till move till I see it.
yeah, because the idea is it's supposed to be reactive.
Okay.
You make the clay move the gun for you by reacting to
Okay.
it.
Pull!
Point, lock, push. Now, what you did there was absolutely perfect.
Felt all right.
It was
Yeah.
good. Do you want to have a go at shooting it?
Certainly do.
Okay. All I would say to you is this. If when you've mounted the gun, if your body says, oh, that doesn't feel very comfortable, don't shoot.
Don't do it.
Don't pull the trigger.
Pull!
Point, lock, push. Hey, how about that?
Yeah, baby.
Now you're an expert.
There we go.
That was very good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Next.
that's good. Excellent.
Wow, loving you are. Pull.
Point, lock, push. What you just did was perfect. Do you want to shoot one?
Why not?
Okay.
Pull.
Push. Hey, Zoe! Well done. That is fantastic.
Oh my goodness, I was really concentrating there.
That was
So
fantastic.
obviously paid off.
What they're going to be introduced to is actually a simultaneous double. Two targets will be released at the same time. That's actually going to be quite challenging for them initially, because whilst they're trying to focus on one moving target, it's quite normal that in the early stages they firstly will be distracted by the other target. They may also get mesmerised by the fact there's two targets in the air. They also, like when they first started on the first targets, because they now have more to do, they're actually going to be worried about time. But they will discover the ultimate satisfaction in sporting clay shooting, and that's having two targets in the air and being able to destroy them both. And when they do that, they really will have arrived. Welcome back, guys. Last lesson of this series, the ultimate satisfaction in shooting clay targets. What you're both going to do now is you're going to shoot a simultaneous pair. The driven target that we did in the early days of the lessons, remember, point at it, move with it, push, you blot it out. But now you've got two targets coming at the same time. So a little bit of help, a few words of caution. So far you've only had to concentrate with one thing moving. Now you've got to concentrate on one target, but you're going to be aware of another target. You just have to be disciplined and you have to focus on one. Because there are two targets, obviously to have time, you need to be prepared to shoot your first target a little bit quicker than you normally would. So I'm going to suggest the kill points for the targets are like this. Pull, bang, bang. So you push and blot out the first one. Now when you're on the second target, it's now nearly overhead. That means it's about 90 degrees. That means relatively it's crossing faster. So you have to push harder. So first target, push, second target, push harder. I personally think for a right-hander the logical place is to go right, left. But you can also say, look, I'm just going to react to whichever one catches my vision first. That's also legitimate. But let's try to start with, we'll get you to shoot first, Zoe. Try going for the target on the right first.
So am I shooting sort of on it or slightly ahead of it. I'll be definitely ahead for the second one, but the first one
You're
will
going to be slightly ahead of both of them.
Right, okay.
Okay? Remember, weight forward. Right, there's lots of discipline now about keeping that head tight.
Pull!
Push, push. Okay, that's good. You got the second one. That's good. Okay, open it up. That's it. Well done. It's a very fine line between shooting quickly but not rushing.
Yeah.
Okay, head nice. Wait a minute, wait a minute. That's good. Well done.
Pull!
Follow it. Push, push, push. Oh, Zoe! Is that wicked?
That's amazing! I didn't expect that.
No, you've got to find another.
So
That's a
quickly, didn't know
special,
what went on.
special souvenir.
They are very special.
Pull!
Push, push. You took your head off the stock, Ewan,
Did I? For the second one?
for both of them.
Did I?
Because you're focused on success again, aren't you?
Yeah.
I must succeed. Don't say that. Say, I must blot them out. I must cover them.
So when I don't see them shoot,
When you don't see
Oh.
them shoot.
I was going in front of them too much then.
Yeah.
Pull!
Push, push. Oh, Ewan!
I'll get that, I'll get that now.
You can do this, Ewan. Weight forward, head locked.
Pull!
Push, push. Yeah, good
nice
stuff. Great.
I got a double!
Well done, guys. That was brilliant. So this is the last lesson of your series. What you're going to do now is take every opportunity to practice. And when you practice for a few months, maybe we'll come back more lessons and we'll look at some different targets. Very, very good. Brilliant. Ewan the action man. Let's get on with it. Let's not hang about. Let's not waste time talking about it. Let's just do it. But he's tremendous to be able to coach because he's so focused on succeeding at whatever you ask him to do. Yes, he gets frustrated because he doesn't have the success he wants at the speed that he wants it. But there isn't anything, I'm sure, in any sport he couldn't do, and certainly in shooting, there's nothing that Ewan couldn't achieve. He's a great pupil.
For me, I've gained just the belief that take your time. I think it's like anything in life. Do it when it feels right, and that's one thing I've learned with this. Don't rush it. There's many a shot over this period of filming where I've literally just gone now, whereas I had so much more time than I thought. So don't panic, enjoy yourself and trust in yourself as well. Trust in your convictions and trust when you think the time is right. And listen as well. You're being taught by someone who's an expert. I don't claim to be good at clay pigeon shooting, but I'm definitely better than I was.
Zoe is a perfect pupil. She's a coach's dream. You give her the information, she soaks it up and says, okay, coach, that's what you want me to do, and that's what I'll do. And to actually witness her progress and her pleasure when she's doing it, absolutely fantastic. Well done, Zoe.
John, you are actually the most amazing teacher ever. You're just excellent with the way that you train, everything that you've gone through. You're just very thorough and you're just incredible at the sport, obviously. And just thanks a million for making it so much fun and for me being able to actually hit a few. I'm just really delighted, so thank you very much.
The guy's a legend, he's lovely. Been really patient. I mean, I'm probably not the easiest person to work with. I'm a bit of a scatterbrain. So for him to have patience and to improve my ability throughout the lesson, just a massive thank you to him. He's really good. At the end of the day, as I said, when we hit the target, it's a reflection on him. So it's been lovely to work with him. He's a good bloke. He's a good egg, nice guy.
I do really think this could be a new hobby for me. I didn't expect to hit as many clays as I did and to get so many doubles, and I would just say on that note that if I can do it, and I promise I am a complete novice, I've never held a gun or done anything like this, that it is something that anyone out there can go and try, and you never know, you could be really good at it, so go for it.
My time with Zoe and Ewan has been immensely pleasurable. I enjoyed their company, but I particularly enjoyed the amount of effort and energy that they put into what they were doing. And they were literally two
John,
great pros.
It's been a pleasure.
Well done,
thank you for being very patient with me. I've learnt loads.
You were
Thank
great
you.
fun and great pupil.
Thank you.
And you, Zoe, superstar.
John,
well done.
thank you so much. But you are the real superstar here. Thank
You're
you
the stars.
so much.
And come back and see
We will
us.
be back, promise.
Well done.
Cheers.
Bye.